All right, guys, well, it's Monday morning. I couldn't be more excited than to where I'm finally taking the car. You asked for it in the last video. A few people wanted some updates. We haven't really taken the car out. We've only drove it once, and the car's been waiting for our parts to get custom built. And when they had them all together, we're gonna bring the car down to TMW Off-Road, and we're gonna get it built. Out here in Arizona, they can also ship you parts too. So this car is gonna get an entirely new look to it. We're gonna be getting rid of all the green, going with a whole new look. That's why I went with the 2022. At the time I bought this car, there was 2023s out and there was some leftover 2022s because of the recall. They couldn't sell them. Well, I really wanted this Ghost Gray because I had envisioned an idea that I wanted this car to look like, and TMW is gonna help make that happen. Also, our friend Damien over at Side by Side Addicts hooked us up with some parts as well. So we're super excited to get this going. I'm super excited. My wife's excited. It's our first nice car that we are actually having people do. Last time, my old car, I had about 5 different people touch the wiring. I had about, a million buddies help me wire stuff up. But for the first time, we're gonna have the pros do it. So we're getting ready this morning. We're taking this car down to TMW Off-Road, like I said. But, I did get a couple parts before deciding to have them do everything. I did get this rear trunk, and the cool thing about that rear trunk, it was easy to order. It's just like a roll cage. TMWoffroad.com. You can go online, choose what you want, choose different colors, have them custom build it, and ship it to your door and just throw it on yourself. That trunk took me about 5 minutes to install. So check out everything they have, because if you're really looking to customize your car, they have about everything, even if you're not in Arizona. They build a lot of the best cages on the market and bumpers and all kinds of accessories. So check them out. We're definitely gonna give... All right, YouTube, so we're super excited to have our car back. The guys over at TMW killed it on this build. So I really wanna go through and show you guys everything we did to this car and the reasons why we did things and what we changed on it. But we're gonna start in the front now, and I'm gonna show you what we did. So starting off, we did the TMW front bumper. Then to light up the night, we did the LP4 Baja Designs lights up front. They have really nice running lights. We also did the TMW grille with the blue and gray. As you know, this car, if you look in our past videos, was all gray and green. So our goal was to eliminate all the green and make this blue and gray so it matches our Dynamic Tint Company logos. So coming around, if you'll see, we actually upgraded these shocks. They sent them out to shock therapy, changed the spring rate on them, did the shock fork. This is a weak point for the Pro R and the Turbo R, and also replaced all the ball joints with the RCV ball joints. Then to finish it off, we did the shock therapy tie rods up front to strengthen that as well. Then for the rubber on this vehicle, we have some Toyo Open Country UTV tires. These are 35-inch tires on Method Race wheels. And the reason why you can actually upgrade these wheels and go from a 33 to a 35 is because the Turbo R actually has a different clutch that has different gearing to allow for the taller tire. And you won't be blowing belts and eating a bunch of stuff like that. So coming across, we also did the Sector 7 lights. Now, we literally got these lights a few weeks before the new ones come out. I highly suggest you go check those new ones out. They're really bright, but these are also super bright as well. We checked them out last night because the car actually delivered to us last night, and these things are super bright. We never had any of these, and I really like them. Then to finish off all the lights that we did the Baja Designs light bar up top as well. So hopefully to have these off to the sides, this illuminating the top, and then the Baja Designs LP4s up front to get everything that's directly in front of us. Then to come around here, you'll see, just to finish this thing off really sleek with some nice body lines, we did the TMW doors, and then on the inside, we did the door bags as well. So let me show you everything that we did to this inside. Now, to give it some color, we did blue harnesses. We like the Crows. We did the 2-inch. Anytime we've done the 3 inches in our old cars, it really rubbed your shoulders really raw. So we went with the smaller belts on this one. I really like those. And we also did 5 points. So every car we do, we like the 5 points. It feels like it sucks you more in the seat. Then on the dash, we did a Switch Pro. So we did interior blue dome lights. We got our whip lights, our underglow, the light bar all controlled by it, the chase bar as well. Now we also went with the PCI Parker pumper. We really love our fresh air. If you notice, we're not running a windshield. So we run race helmets with a Parker pumper, give you the fresh air. Also, it really helps with not fogging at night. But it keeps all that heat kind of coming through here. So when we put a windshield on a car, it kind of condenses it and then it gets really hot in the car. I don't like that. So that's why we put the PCI Parker pumper in here. It also has a variable speed. So if you don't like it super high, because it can get a little bit noisy, you can turn it down and adjust it. Now coming towards the back, we have our 4-year-old and we struggled with a lot of different setups, trying to figure out what's the safest route for her. We did XXX seats and we also did the XXX booster. Now, the XXX booster fits really well if you take the seat cushion out. So we took the seat cushion out, got this in here, it's snug. You see that doesn't move, it's snug as a bug. Now, once we get her in there, it's gonna tighten up. And like I said, I highly recommend this 5-point. That's got a nice security to pull that seat back. So although Kenzie may not like it, she's gonna get used to it and it's gonna be a lot safer option for her. But I definitely love these XXX seats. They are really comfortable. The only thing I would probably change, which we might change in the future, is getting it sewn in to where the 5-point comes through the seat. It's a little bit more comfortable that way, rather than going over the front bag. And then for all of our communications, we did PCI. We did their Elite because everything that we have has rugged radios from our old car setup, and the Elite hooks up with the rugged radio connections as well. Now, coming around towards the backside, these actually used to be green. Now, the only way we got them black is we did the shock therapy upgrade on these as well. So forgive me because I actually don't know a ton about what this thing does. Maybe tell me in the comments. But that's what they recommended at TMW. So that's what we ended up changing out. And for future reference, we're gonna upgrade some of these radius rods. But this trip, we are gonna test out these ones to see how everything goes. Now coming around to the back, I wanted a nice sleek look. So what you can see is we enclosed everything with our TMW box. And it's got a really nice locking system. And it opens on a hydraulic. We did some Pro Armor bags inside. Now if you look in a recent video that we posted, you'll see everything we have inside of these. All the tools and everything you need for hitting the off-road, hitting Glamis, anything like that. We have our our Baja Designs chase light bar. It has a nice brake light, and then you can also add the chase light effect where it flashes and blinks yellow. And then coming to the back, really I did this for the looks. I love the looks of the Evo exhaust. I don't want my car to be loud. We'll do a video because my neighbor has the same car on what the different sound is. This just sounds a little bit deeper, but it's not super loud. It's not a loud difference. So I just think it turned out looking a lot more sleek, and most people run these covers off, and TMW makes a nice cover just to kind of finalize it so it doesn't look like it's missing a piece. You can hear my neighbor starting his up. He just washed it, getting back from the dunes as well, which for our dune tires, we let him borrow to test them out as well. We are doing the Sandcraft Destroyers on some Metal FX wheels. Super excited. Everybody's been talking those up, so I can't wait to see how those run in the dunes. Now, coming around towards the back to finish it up, the Turdo R does not come with a alternator. We're running a lot of accessories on this vehicle, so we went with the Luru Performance alternator kit. So when we run all these accessories and you have the car running, that alternator really helps out the stator. It keeps everything charging. We don't have to run a million batteries in this car, and you'll see that it always runs at 14 volts, which is amazing. If you look back in a couple of past videos as well of ours, our red car had a ton of problems. We were chasing wires like mouses, but it was horrible. So this is really my alternative to hopefully not have any electrical issues with this. I'm also too why we had TMW wire it, because I don't want to have any issues. Last time I wired some stuff up myself. And there's a lot of little things we put into this. So we did the 5150 whips, and those are all on the app. You can change them colors, you can make them do different light modes. You can also make it kind of go with your music and stuff like that. So with that combination, with the underglow, with the interior dome lights, this thing's gonna light up blue and gray and black and have a bunch of accents. That's the goal of our looks for it, especially once we get a company wrap on the side. Now, one of the big final things to finish off, we did the TMW gas cap. Easily adds about 10 horsepower. So that was a must, definitely. But I'm excited to share this with you guys. Oh, Kenzie's grabbing the mail. She's also doing her own vlogs. We're practicing.
Mommy grabbed the mail.
So
I got a lot of mail. Thanks, cutie.
I appreciate you guys checking out the car. I'm gonna keep running through a couple photos, show you some drone shots of it. We're excited to show you it. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. I'd love to answer them. I'm learning along with this, everything that we do to the car. Really, we only have one little ride, which was about 10 miles in it before we sent it off to TMW. So we can't wait to see how it handles and performs, especially with the upgraded springs from Shock Therapy. And we're gonna do a dune video next. I'm gonna let you know how this thing handles day by day in the dunes and what we encounter with it. So make sure to like, subscribe, check everything out, and keep updated with us, and we'll show you how this car goes.